Hey, tea sippers. Oh, hey, tea sippers. What it do? What it do? Come on in. Let's talk about it. That's not the picture I want, but. Ooh, how y'all Saturday? What's going on? What's poppin'? Ooh, we was up late last night. Y'all still tired like me? Y'all still tired? Y'all listen. Oh boy in Memphis, he be in them streets. He posted about a couple of hours ago. Says Memphis police and state troopers. And the state troopers. Hold on. My mama got a new phone number. My brothers let me know. So yeah. Can y'all hear me? Ooh, I'm still tired. Y'all please come in hitting the like button. It says a Memphis police and state troopers say it's a zero tolerance today. Folks locking people up on felony charges for fake drive outs and towing cars. They locking people up. No plan. Yeah, they trying to they trying to get them streets right before them for them National Guards and military if need be. And based on what we heard last night with Judge Joe Brown, they don't they don't want to be exposed, so they trying to get the streets and stuff right first so that there won't be no need. There'll be no need for them to stay around trying to fake the funk real quick. I mean, and when I tell you they out, let me show y'all. I mean, when I say they done met up at the park, let me let this down. Y'all please come in, hitting the like button. Look at them at the park. Who are the people? Who are they? With the little yellow t-shirts on. They done met up. You got them fake tags. They locking you up on a felony charge. Oh, they done cleared the jail up. Yeah, they think they slick. So let me see. Y'all come on now, please come on in, hitting the like button. I wanted to start here because I think last night, well, this morning, 3, 4 o'clock this morning when we ended, on Charlie and the fake shooter. We also was talking about Memphis. So I'm going to try to get caught up on that. And you know what else I just realized? Lord. Who, do y'all know this Vanessa Velez that used to dance with Uncle Luke? 2 Live Crew. Is she about to pull a Cassie? And I was listening to it because she brought up Gene Deal. And I'm looking at Vlad, you know, who had a problem with old Cassie. Hey, Vicky. He could not believe Cassie. But this girl, Vanessa Velez, saying the same dang thing that Cassie was saying about the industry and about going along, and that's just what they do, and the females was grooming them and all of that type of stuff. And you know, she was 14, 15, 16, Aaron Hall, her baby dad. But you believe her? I said, what type of fracka-nacka? Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. What type of fracka-nacka? So, Vlad, you really just a old messy, trifling, hypocritical. I mean, what is that? Why you can believe her, but you couldn't believe Cassie? And Diddy should walk. I said, oh, okay. Oh, okay, that's what we doing. That's what we doing. Yeah, I'm gonna try to come back to that. I'm gonna have to come back to that. I found that kind of odd that he made room for her, but he didn't make room for Cassie. How that work? And then your president, he got troops, you know, and it's so messed up. Now he going to Portland. He on his way to Memphis. And he going to Portland too. So this is going to be an all state thing. Is that what we're doing? Let me get to this. Charlie, they said, oh boy, here said they lied to us. He said they lied to us. This guy right here recreating Kirk's assassination. It doesn't add up. Ain't that what AunTeaFee been saying? So I guess a guy has to say it. You know, it don't make sense when I say it, so. Yeah. Okay, so that's where we ended. So hold on, let me pull that. Y'all come on, hit the like button now. Tyler Robinson. Yeah, they saying the text is fake and all of that. Let's listen to this comedian. Wow. We get this together.
Yeah. I bet if you run this through ChatGPT, do you think my government's lying to me? Short answer, maybe.
Can y'all hear him? Hey, Brian.
The FBI claims they have text messages that Tyler Robinson, the alleged shooter of Charlie Kirk, of him talking to his roommate, who is also his trans partner. You can't make this stuff up because they did. They released
so you can't
these text
make it up
messages.
because they did. Did y'all hear that?
But they are not real.
Can y'all hear?
They released these text messages, and I don't know if you saw them, but they was also his trans partner. You can't make this stuff up because they did. They released these text messages, and I don't know if you saw them, but they are not real, okay? No human being looks at this text conversation and is like, yeah, two people had this. Tyler and his roommate are Gen Z, okay? Gen Z does not talk in complete sentences. That is your first red flag. Now I'm just going to read them to you right now.
They're just lying.
So we can have some laughs. So let me go to CNN for accuracy. Here's the full record of a series of text messages exchanged with the alleged gunman on the day of the shooting, which the roommate provided to the investigators. So the roommate was like, here, you can have these very private tweets. Robinson says, drop what you are doing. Yeah. Like those full words. Drop what you are doing, comma. Gen Z does not use commas. Okay? Everybody knows this. They have not discovered punctuation yet. All right? They can shorten words. They can't make short words longer. Robinson says, drop what you're doing, comma. Look under my keyboard. Period.
People don't talk like that.
Gen Z does not use periods. Okay? They say period when they finish a sentence.
I cannot find my remote.
When the roommate looked under the keyboard, there was a note that allegedly read. I like how they say allegedly. Like, you're the one telling us this. Like, allegedly read, I had the opportunity to take out Charlie Kirk.
Thank you, Vicky.
I'm going to take it.
People don't talk like that.
Okay. Well, these periods, man. What's that? Charlie Kirk is capitalized. And I is capitalized. Roommate. What? Question mark, question mark, question mark, question mark, question mark, question mark. This is where the FBI was like, yeah, this is how they talk. And then there's some exposition here.
Now y'all do know, because people are figuring it out, is why now they are changing the narrative, and he on revenge. Let's just say, so he on revenge. He ready to kill us all. You know what I'm saying? Ill us all. You know. That's send the National Guard. They talking about what is it? Martial law. You know. They laughing at him because it ain't working out with Comey. You know. He just panicking. You know. I laughed at the mashed potatoes. We laughing in his face. So he letting loose in the States. Yeah. I am absolutely convinced that there was a whole mockery in Dallas.
I like how they say allegedly. Like, you're the one telling us this. Robinson says, you are doing, comma. Gen Z does not use commas. Okay? Everybody knows this. They have not discovered punctuation yet. All right? They can shorten words. They can't make short words longer.
Where's my? I can't stand
Robinson
when I
says,
lose
drop
the
what you're
remote.
doing, comma. Look under my keyboard. Period.
Period.
Gen Z does not use periods. Okay? They say period when they finish a sentence. And then there's some exposition here. It says, when the roommate looked under the keyboard, there was a note that allegedly read. I like how they say allegedly. Like, you're the one telling us this. Like, allegedly read, I had the opportunity to take out Charlie Kirk, and I'm going to take it. Period. Again. Well, these periods, man. What's that? Charlie Kirk is capitalized. And I is capitalized. Roommate. What? Question mark, question mark, question mark, question mark, question mark, question mark. This is where the FBI was like, yeah, this is how they talk. What? You're joking, right? Question mark, question mark, question mark. You know they had a conversation like, is 4 too many? Think they'll know? They literally put 8 question marks after what? Robinson replies, I am still okay, my love. Bro just time warped to the 1800s. I'm still okay, my love. But I am stuck in ORAM for a little while longer yet. They wrote this really fast. Shouldn't be long until I can come home, comma, but I gotta grab my rifle still, period. To be honest, I had hoped to keep this secret till I died of old age. Come on, dude. This is not a novel. And Gen Z, talk to any Gen Zer. They don't think they're going to die of old age. They think they're going to die tomorrow, okay? And to be honest, after incidents like this, why wouldn't you? You know what I mean? He says, I'm sorry to involve you. Roommate, you weren't the one who did it, right? Question mark, question mark, question mark, question mark. You can tell, like, the subtle transphobia here, you know? They're like, yeah, trans people love to use multiple question marks. Subtle prejudice, for sure. Robinson replies, I am. I'm sorry. No period this time, okay? Roommate, I thought they caught the person? Question mark, just one question mark this time. Robinson, no, they grabbed some crazy old dude.
I remember watching those boys playing out in the yard and thinking to myself of how the tremendous difference between watching them race across a green lawn, totally safe, versus the first picture we saw of them playing in front of a couple of armored tanks. You just see this progression of confidence.
Which is true, they did. That happened, but you can tell here the FBI is trying to cover their trails and explain why they focused on that clearly not shooter guy for so long. And then in this, it's because, oh, well, he was crazy and he was old. So messed up. No, they grabbed some crazy old dude, then interrogated someone in similar clothing. Again, explaining why they stopped someone else. The FBI's like, well, we had to. There was the crazy guy and the guy in similar clothing. Gotta cover our bases. Tell him, Tyler. I had planned. Come on, dude. You just put I planned. I had planned to grab my rifle from my drop point. Okay, at this point you're like, okay, this is AI. This is AI. They put this into ChatGPT. And they said, ChatGPT, if you were a Gen Z kid who just shot someone, how would you explain to your roommate / trans lover that you need to get your rifle that you left at your drop point? I had planned to grab my rifle from my drop point shortly after, but most of that side of town got locked down. It's quiet, almost enough to get out, but there's one vehicle lingering. They're really paying. I'm getting into this at this point. I'm like, I'm on the edge of my seat. Roommate, why? One question mark. Robinson, why did I do it? Question mark. Oh, come on. Come on. You're going to release this much over a text message with someone who's clearly going to turn you in a few hours? Robinson, why did I do it? Roommate, yeah. Robinson, I had enough of his hatred. Some hate can't be negotiated out. Now this is where the deep state is clearly reading their evil, because they want us to push this narrative that this was a guy who couldn't solve things diplomatically, kind of like the US government, and had to resort to violence, right? Which is the talking point that's going on right now. They literally put it into his mouth. Some hate can't be negotiated out. Is this the Wild Wild West? Well, it is Utah. To be honest, people might talk like this in Utah. Just for record, I could be wrong. Robinson, if I'm able to grab my rifle unseen, I will have left no evidence. Come on.
They really thought we was gonna believe this, y'all.
Bro, why don't you just share your location at this point? Giving away everything. Going to attempt to retrieve it again. Hopefully, they have moved on. I haven't
We need to
seen anything
bet.
about them finding.
Who
Yeah, turn off.
do we think Cash Patel wrote this?
How long have you been planning this? Question mark. You feel like at this point, you're like, I'm glad you asked this
I think
question.
it sounds like Cash Patel to me.
But he says, a bit over a week, I believe. I believe?
I believe.
I like how they keep it vague. He's like, I believe. So if we have to change the statement later, like, he said he believed it, but it was longer. He said, I can get close to it, but there's a squad car parked by it. I think they already swept that spot, but I don't want to chance it. That's like the most Gen Z thing yet. I don't want to chance it, and that's not even that good. Robinson, I wish I had circled back and grabbed it as soon as I got to my vehicle. What the dude? No Gen Z, no human.
No human.
Calls it a vehicle, okay?
You call it a car.
Except for a cop. Only a cop. This was so written by a cop. Get out of your vehicle. My vehicle. I'm driving my vehicle. No. If you're Gen Z, you say my whip. That's what you say.
No, you say your car. My
Nobody
car.
says vehicle. He said, I grabbed it as soon as I got to my vehicle. I'm worried what my old man would do if I don't bring back Grandpa's rifle. Come on, dude. This is an old yeller. What is going on here? And then he says, IDK, I don't know if it had a serial number, but it wouldn't trace to me. So trying to be like, oh, okay, so, you know, there's other possible explanations here. Keep it vague.
Somebody
I
stole
worry
it.
about Prince. Why is he saying this all over text? If he's worried about prints of his fingers, why is he not worried about prints of his
Y'all,
literal
in all
words?
fairness, don't this sound like the same person who wrote this stage letter? It's the same person that wrote the stage letter of the guy in Dallas with his intent and how he cleaned the computer, but the FBI guy was able to get evidence from it. I mean, all of that crazy stuff. It just sounds like the same people wrote it. And I'm saying that as well because Cash Patel was quick to show those bullets. I saw something that was saying that, I don't know if it's true or not, but that they had to admit that there was no bullets found that was marked. So they just been lying. It's like every time they get caught in a lie, then they erase it.
I'm worried about Prince. I had to leave it in a bush where I changed outfits. Great, paint the picture more. Tell us which bush it was, Tyler. Didn't have the ability or time to bring it with. ... I might have to abandon it and hope they don't find Prince.
Abandon
How
it.
the expletive will I explain losing it to my old man? This is Utah, so he probably said, how the heck? How the heck will I explain? They had to bleep it out because it's from Utah. How the heck? Only thing I left was the rifle wrapped in a towel. And then he said, unprovoked.
Okay, y'all, hold on. I gotta take this.
Let's